This is Black Sean. Despite how tall he is, I still love him.
Nice meeting. We're gonna do an intro? Okay. So you want venison for breakfast, but you don't know how to make it because everything's ground or everything stinks or everything's gross. So the best thing that you can do is put the puppy down and then make really good breakfast sausage. So we're going to show you how to make really good venison breakfast sausage, which you can use any kind of wild game, but here's what you're going to need.
So first you're going to need to add some fat to it. When it comes to sausage, I like a little bit of a fattier mix, roughly around 30% of the total weight. And since the total weight of this batch is 20 pounds, it's about 6 pounds of fat. For this, we're using pork fat, so slice it into slices just large enough to go into your grinder. And once you're done slicing, try and keep all your ingredients cold, 1 for food safety, and 2 it offers a better texture at the end. And while someone's slicing up the fat, you can get your spices ready, starting with 1/2 cup of ground sage. Then 1/3 cup of thyme, followed by 1/3 cup of salt. Next add 2/3 cup of brown sugar. Then add 1/4 cup of black pepper. Following that, you'll need to add 4 teaspoons of Ancho chile flakes. Then 2 teaspoons of Cayenne. And then 4 teaspoons of Coriander. Once the proper measurement of spices are combined in a bowl, you can begin to grind your meat and fat. And once again, being conscious of food safety concerns, keep the fat and the meat as cold as possible during the process. Now there's no really specific science for grinding the meat, but every couple pieces of meat, I add 1 piece of fat. That's pretty much it here. However, this will be twice ground, so the first grind is going to be with the number 22 plate. And then agitate occasionally. This will keep some of the temperature away from the surface. Once all the meat and the fat is ground, spread it all into a large patty, about 1 inch thick, and leaving a little bit heavier around the edges. And then once the patty is flatty, get your bowl of spices and sprinkle it on that big old fatty patty. And then once all the spices are sprinkled, mix it all up. And then continue to mix until it is thoroughly combined into one big sausage ball. Not gonna lie, this part sucks, your hand's gonna be cold, but it's gonna be worth it in the long run. Once thoroughly combined, it is time for its second grind, this time using a number 12 plate. And yeah, you guessed it, it's time to grind again. Once you have your giant mound of delicious venison breakfast sausage, I recommend breaking it up into patties now. That way you don't have to do it in the future. Then once all your patties are set off to the side, place them in a freezer bag. Here I definitely recommend using a food saver. And if you want to stack them, you have to put parchment paper in between each patty, but it really doesn't matter. It's up to you. So now you can use wonderful venison breakfast sausage whenever and however you want. Maybe in a sandwich just like this.